Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, you can click on the subscribe button, and if you're an existing subscriber, you know what to do, right? So today let's talk about some financial benefits you tend to get when you come to Canada as a PR. Yeah, I know I've been talking about several ways to come to Canada, but I tell you, the best way to still come is still by coming as a PR. Anyway, let me just show you some of the benefit that you tend to get. Although students get this benefit too, but not immediately, unlike PR that once you step into this country, the next month you can file everything for them to start paying you. Then you get, especially if you have children, but it's not instantly. You have to wait for a particular period of time before you can get them. So let me dive into some of the benefits that you get when you come to Canada as a PR. Number one is, drum roll, that thing that we've been hearing, that we hear everybody talk about. I'm learning not to use my hand to talk, so manage my look. So number one is CCB. CCB is child care benefits. It's a money that the government, is a non-taxable money that the government, federal government now. And when I mean federal government, it's just like the way we have it in our country. Where you are is your state government. Where you are staying is my state. And the federal is the, like Canada itself. So it's a money Canada pay you that helps to provide adequate care for your children. So they give you, depending on your net income, net family income. But you know, when you came into Canada, you've not earned anything in Canada. So they will calculate what you've earned, like past 1 year in your home country where you're coming from. So Nigeria, if you're earning 150,000, you divide the 150,000 by that rate, your government's rates, and then I'm using the hand again, and then you do it times 12. So that is what will determine how much they will give to you per month till you file your tax till next year, or when the tax year comes. Then that means you would have started earning in Canada. Then they will be able to use your Canada income to calculate it then. But once you come in newly, they will use your previous year income. That means the last 12 years of working in your own country. I hope you understand that part. And mind you, you know, that income will be low, of course. That means when you start earning here, they will calculate how much you've earned here last 1 year, 2022. That's what they will now use. Or if you are doing your tax for 2024, they will use 2023 to calculate how much you've earned in Canada. So the more you earn, then the lower your CCB becomes. And they have a cap rate anyway. I think for a single person, you can't take more than a particular dollar. So it's not like, even if you have $5 naira in your country, they will now give you like 1 million. No, it's being capped at a particular rate. Yeah. So, and then if you have like 3 children below 18, they will get. But once you are above 18, your child is above 18, you won't get any other money again. There is no CCB again. But all the children below 18, they will calculate. And when you give birth to a newborn, they will do it by themselves. You just start receiving the money because the hospital will do all the registration for you. If you come in, the document that, if you are new in Canada, all the document that you need are your COPR, like your landing documents, your something that shows that you are the parent of the child. And who gets the money? It is most times the mother. Anyone can get the money, even the dad can get the money. But you know, this is now where you want maybe family understanding, like, oh, let my wife be getting it, or let the dad get. So anyone can get it. Just show a proof that you are the parents, the birth certificate of the child, and other supporting documents for them to do it. Students get too, but You can't get it. If you're a student, you can't get that money until you've spent like 18 months in Canada. So you won't get yours immediately as a student. But after 18 months in Canada, you start earning the CCB, unlike PR that gets it the next month. Then number 2 is GST and HST. Now don't be surprised. In Canada, if you buy a pen, if the pen is €1, just know that your final payment will not be €1 or $1. It will be like with HST and PST. For some of the provinces, they are doing 5, some are 7. But here, where I'm residing, is 12%, 5% for one, 7% for the other. So what you now get is just like a way of the government saying, oh, you've tried. They're now refunding some of the money back to us. So we call it GST and HST. And that one, if you are a PR that has a child, you won't need to fill anything. Your CCB will automatically generate those other funds for you. But if you are single, for CCB, you have to have a child. But for GST and HST, you don't need to have a child. A single person applies for this one. But if you are single, you have to apply for it. But for a mother or for a household with a child, you don't need to apply for it. Once you apply for your CCB, GST comes automatically. Then number 3, climate action incentives payment. Yeah. They give us money because of the climate condition. So they will just, and like CCB is monthly, GST is quarterly. The AIP too, it is quarterly. You don't need to fill a form too. Once you fill your GST form as a single, or once you fill your CCB form as a parent, so they calculate, they do their magic, and you will just be receiving money for that one too. That's number 3. And this climate one is not for all the provinces. It's just for some of the provinces, like the province that I received that money. I think Alberta, Saskatchewan, Ontario, and Manitoba received this money. I'm not sure other provinces received this money. So it's just for some of the provinces. For this number 3, the climate action payments, it's not for all the provinces. It's just for some of us. Then the next one is EI. Although for EI, you must have worked in Canada before you can receive the EI. EI is like employment. So this payment is, you receive it when the EI money, you receive it if you are sick, if you are out of job, like your employer sacked you, or if you are on maternity leave. But there are conditions for you to, before you start receiving this money. It's an employment money thing. That means you would have worked a particular number of hours in Canada before you can start receiving the money. For instance, if you are in Manitoba, I think you must have worked for 600 hours before you can start receiving it. If you are going for maybe maternity leave, if you give birth, the most of the company here, like unlike our country, that once you give birth, they will continue paying. Your company will still pay you when you're on maternity leave of 3 months. But for here, the maternity leave is so long, like 1 year or 18 months. Depending on anyone you choose, you will get like 55% of your salary, and it's being capped. So don't go and tell them you're earning 1 million. They should give you the 55% of that money. No, I think it's being capped at $650 per week. So if you are getting, depending on your salary, all you will get is just 55% of your money. Maybe you are sick, you cannot go to, you are sacked. That's what the government will be paying you, that money. It's called EI. And meanwhile, they deduct that money from your salary. If you see your pay stub every month, you will see that money is being deducted. So it's not like a free money. They are still paying you from some of your bank saved money that they've received from you. but it makes sense anyway. Sure. Like you are sick, you still be collecting money, because most of the company will not pay you. Although when you're on maternity leave, some of the company will balance it up. Like, this is what I mean. If you are getting like 55%, your company can pay the 45%, so you still be getting your actual money. But some, no, they will just give you 55%. The company will not top it up. So depending on where you work. And meanwhile, all this money that I'm talking about is just in your first year. Most of them are just in your first year, that you really enjoy the goodness of that. Because once you are more than 1 year, you're no longer a newcomer, and you started receiving salary in their system. So all this money reduces as you earn in the system. So the more you earn, and of course, you cannot say I want to be a low income earner, because I want to be receiving money from the government. So you have to keep increasing. So the more you increase, the more your money go down. So another one that you should enjoy. Now, talked about the federal. Oh, one of the federal also is another one is family affordability. That one, they just paid us one day, one time thing. They feel that it's the tax, the inflation is rising up, and they feel, oh, what can we do to help the citizen? And then they paid us one time payment. That one too, you get those payments like one-off thing. Then if you're now in Manitoba, there are a lot of benefits, financial benefit that you should know of. And one is rent assist. I talked about rent assist in my last video. Check it. Go back and watch it. Rent assist, is a money that you get. Like, they feel because you've not started any lots, paying house rent is going to be a bit difficult, and then they will pay out of your money for your rent. You do some documentation with government of Manitoba, show them your CCB, notice of assessments, everything, and then you can receive some of the money without. So CCB is like the base of all this money. So you can receive some of this money without having a CCB as a mom. So that means for students, you have to wait till you start getting all of these things. So one is rent assist. Government of Manitoba helps us, the citizen, to pay rent assist, and it's for a period of time, not forever anyway. And those are the benefits you get as a newcomer, because you are still a low income earner. That's why you are getting. Another one is Manitoba child care. It's just like the CCB that you are receiving from the federal. Government of Manitoba too is paying parents to take care of their children. So although the money is not so much, so when you see me saying all this money, it's not like they're giving out $1,000, $2,000. Like Manitoba child care is just $35. So don't think, oh, these people are really enjoying. Yeah, it's a privilege, but those money are not really so much. So stop calculating money in your head. But I'm just saying these are the money that you should get as a newcomer when you come as a PR. Then the next one is, if you are pregnant, like I said in my last video, the government of Manitoba will pay you from your second trimester. And guess how much? It still depends on your income, but because you're a newcomer, you're still a low income earner, so you get all this money. And it's not that much. It's less than $100 too. But they feel that the mother needs adequate care for you to buy some things. So that's another one too. Is daycare subsidy. If you have a child like me and you're a newcomer, you just submit some document. If you find a government subsidized daycare, anyway, licensed subsidized daycare, not all the daycare accept the subsidy. So if you find a daycare that accepts subsidy for your child in a daycare, you just go and they will give you, they'll calculate, they'll do their abracadabra and tell you how much they will be paying for you And this is even not, this is aside the you know, for Manitoba now, the daycare is like $10 per day for a child. If you see a government licensed subsidized daycare, but if you don't see, your daycare money is going to, and to get licensed subsidized daycare, no be joke. See a waiting list of 2 years, 3 years for you to, and then some people will put their name, the name of their unborn child, on a waiting list. That's how bad, how tough it is to get a government subsidized daycare. So it's not like you are there and you are there. I know some other provinces, they don't really have this long queue issue, but yeah, you will see baby 1 month in the womb and the name is already on several waiting lists. So if you see a government subsidized daycare and they accept subsidy, you can apply for subsidy and the government will further reduce the $10 per day for you, and they will pay some part of it and you pay the remaining one. Some people pay as low as $40 per month if they get this daycare subsidy from the government. Disabled child, I think this is federal money now, like disabled of any form, disability, the government pays you too, because they feel you need extra money to take care of the child or whoever that is disabled in the family. Like, think of any disability, they pay you for it with a lot of form anyway, and you have to show that it is really, really real. So those are the free money that I think I should tell you about if you've not started receiving it. My next video is going to be on free items that you can get in Manitoba, if you're in Manitoba here. Some of the free things that you get as a newcomer, not money now. I just talked about money. So watch out for my next video. And please subscribe to my channel. Don't look at me. I'm looking like Eskimo. Now code Kosan. Sorry. This life. Edira. If I go inside, I won't be able to do this video. So just manage me. Anywhere you see my video, just manage it. Thank you for your support. My next video. Bye.